YouTube? DeeBoy Stance coming at you guys with this week's topic. The question is how I feel about a lot of CDL schools and major carriers starting to test out on automatic trucks, which in turn places a restriction on your license. I know that Prime is going to start testing on automatic trucks on June the 1st. When is it? June 30th? In June, anyway. With that, you're going to have a restriction on your license that you can only drive automatic trucks. Now, granted, everything is going automatic, but there are still some trucking companies that have manual transmissions. I know that, essentially these big companies want to keep you. So I feel like that having the restriction is a way for them to keep you. Just using Prime just because I know about Prime. If you sign a contract with them, you're stuck with them for a year. Well, not stuck with them, but you have to pledge your employment to them for a year. With them now having you take the CDL test and there be a restriction on your license, I feel like that is going to further keep you there, because other trucking companies may have or may require you to be able to drive a manual transmission, and if you take your CDL test in an automatic, you can't. I know I asked in training, because they talked about it, and I asked if a student wanted to take the test in a manual transmission, do they have the option just so they won't have that restriction? They told me no. So I feel like that is it's a good and a bad thing. As far as the big mega carriers are concerned, if you take the test and have the restriction on your license, you're probably going to be with that carrier for a little while. It's a good thing because a lot of people were scared, essentially, to drive trucks because they felt like they couldn't, shift gears. So being able to drive an automatic truck, I think, is going to bring a lot of drivers into truck driving, which is a good thing. I mean, there is a shortage. I feel like, testing in an automatic truck is going to essentially kind of help that shortage. So there are good and bad things. I personally wish that they wouldn't do the test on an automatic, because like I said, there are still trucking companies that do require you to be able to drive a manual transmission. So if you do want to move on, not all companies within the next year are going to be solely automatic. So if you decide you want to move on within a year, you might not be able to because of the restriction on your license. I feel like you should at least be able to take the test if you want to take the test in a manual transmission, not have to take it in an automatic and have to have that restriction on your license. I feel that that's unfair, and I feel like it's a hindrance, but it is what it is. Everyone seems to be going to automatics now, I know, but there are still some manual transmissions out there. Another thing I know, when I was asking about the manual transmission testing, the only way that a student would be able to take a test in a manual transmission is if the trainer has a truck that is manual. So if the trainer has an automatic truck, they're taking the test in the automatic truck. So yeah. Like I said, I feel like it's a good and bad thing. I feel like it's good because it'll, bring drivers into trucking that may have been scared before. But bad because, that restriction on your license can hinder you if you decide you want to move on. If you decide one company isn't for you, then you're stuck with just being able to drive automatic trucks on your license. What do you guys think? I don't agree with it, but that's just me. And I know old school, old head truckers are gonna be like, this doesn't make any sense, I had to drive 2 sticks, 3 sticks. I don't know about all that. My particular skill set is at a 10 speed, but I can drive a manual transmission if need be. Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, I think it can be a good and bad thing, both a help and a hindrance. I just wish that if they want to take the test in a manual transmission, that they have that option. The thing that's bothering me is that they don't even give the new students an option to take the test in a manual transmission if they want to, and that is bothering me. But let me know what you guys think. Put them in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. I'm going to put the channel of each of the hosts of the Trucker411 down in the description below. Also going to put the Facebook page. Be sure to join. We, talk about trucking issues, questions you guys have, anything like that. We post jobs and information about what's going on in the trucking world, like ELD stuff. And, just an overall good, informative space, for truckers. Hope you guys enjoy the video. And until next time, I'll see you guys later, man.